Hey guys, welcome back to the Friday Vlog, where we discuss activity that goes on here with the BuzWeaver channel. That includes things like current events, headlines that are in the news, pop culture, social media, technology, and items of interest that come up during the week that allow us to have a little bit of a dialogue. I want to thank all you guys across New Tech, as well as everyone here on YouTube, for your continued support here in 2025.
And we start things off from Fox Business. Musk weighs a DOGE dividend to send American checks using saved funds. Now imagine, ladies and gentlemen, I'm sure many of you recall the outrage that Democrats had that Trump was going to put his name on the stimulus checks that were coming out after COVID. And you can only imagine their outrage if this were to happen again. So hit that like button if you're looking for your DOGE dividend, because absolutely would be amazing. And then the outrage from the Democrats, of course, because they take it upon themselves to believe that they have all the answers and the solutions for minorities and others that they take care of. But in reality, it never ends up being that way. But if there is a dividend and it does have DOGE or Trump's name on it, they will lose their collective minds. Musk later said that DOGE's priority should be on closing the federal budget deficit. Absolutely. Elon Musk expressed interest in a proposal to use savings from the Department of Government Efficiency to give taxpayers a DOGE dividend payment. Ex-user James Fishback wrote a post that tagged Musk and outlined his plan to take 20% of the savings found in DOGE to send it back to the hardworking Americans as a tax refund check. It was their money in the first place. Wow, that would be amazing, would it not, ladies and gentlemen? You'll have to let me know down in the comments how enthusiastic you would be about that. Fishback noted that if DOGE achieves its goal of cutting $2 trillion in federal spending, that would provide a 78 million tax-paying household, or that would provide the 78 million tax-paying households in the U.S. with about $5,000 refund of DOGE dividend per household, with the remainder used to pay down the national debt. And we'll look at that here in just a moment. We'll check with the president, Musk replied in a response to Fishback's post. Well, there you go. I'm still looking forward to the major prime time news conference of them outlining what they all found with U.S. aid. Although DOGE has set a high-end goal of $2 trillion in savings, Musk has suggested that a $1 trillion in savings would be a success and explained that goal in an appearance with President Trump on Fox News with Henig on Tuesday night, although I did not see them mention the dividend in the video. But it doesn't matter what they end up savings. The Democrats will always find some way to spin it as being it could have been more, or this, that, or the other, or the way they did it, and this, that, and the other, because they aren't focused on the fact of what they're finding by DOGE. They're trying to point all the fingers at Elon as though being a billionaire is obviously to be, they use it as a pejorative, actually. But it's interesting because how do you think the Democrats got all of their money? They didn't get all their money from the minority groups that they suggest that they represent, nor do they get it from the middle class, all of that money that supports their funds, the $1.6 billion that Lindy Lee talked about, right, that we have talked about here on the channel before. So from James Fishback, President Trump and Elon should announce a DOGE dividend, a tax refund check sent to every taxpayer funded exclusively with a portion of the total savings delivered to DOGE, or by DOGE. I agree. It'd be awesome to see that. Here's how the President Trump's DOGE dividend works. DOGE is targeting $2 trillion in total savings. Take 20% of DOGE's total savings, $400 billion, and return it to the 79 million U.S. households that will net payers of federal income tax in calendar year 2025 as a tax refund check called the DOGE dividend. How about that? $400 billion in DOGE dividend-driven savings divided by 79 million tax-paying households is 5,000 DOGE dividend checks per tax-paying household. That's 79 million Americans. So, of course, not all 300 million, because it is a matter of who pays taxes. But it's interesting to think that 79 million people in a country with 300 million, with 300 million people, that they're talking about 79 million U.S. households. So that's really fascinating. But you guys will have to let me know down in the comments what you think about this, because this would be quite extraordinary. Yet another form of stimulus check, as it were, in the form of a DOGE dividend. But that's what I had for you guys this Friday.
All right, guys, so that's going to wrap it up for this Friday vlog. Thank you for the likes, the shares, and the comments below this video. You can find the various social media links that I belong to, so I would encourage you guys to follow me there, as well as my affiliate link for Amazon. So if you are a Prime member or order frequently from Amazon, by all means, use my landing page link. It does help out the channel, and your privacy is protected. And speaking of privacy, especially if you're online, I have my VPN Trust Zone down there if you guys want to check it out. I really enjoy it. It's easy and functional. And of course, I want to thank all of you guys across New Tech, BitChute, Odyssey, and Rumble for your guys' continued support. And those who might be watching on TikTok as well now. So things are kind of rolling right along there on TikTok. So we'll see. We'll continue to monitor what happens there. So thank you guys that are all supporting the channel across the internets, as they say. But nonetheless, guys, appearing there on the screen, that would be the channel icon for all of you watching on YouTube specifically. You guys can click on that to subscribe, as well as to select notifications. That way you know when there's content here on the channel, and I'll see all you guys behind the Galaxy phone camera next week.